Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Surtur figure from Hasbro. When I saw Thor Ragnarok, I really didn't think I'd ever see a figure of this character because it was so awesome, and certainly not at an affordable price point. It's like seeing the Balrog from Lord of the Rings. Just like you knew there was no way to make that in like an affordable form. That wasn't a Funko Pop, but this I thought was kind of in league with that. But clearly I was wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong because this figure is great. There's one major sticking point for me, but we'll get to that later. So without any further ado, let's jump into this. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Surtur looks amazing, as you would imagine a 13-inch translucent plastic figure would. It can't help but do so, and just so much sculpt here, which is part of my sticking point, which I'm actually going to get to in a couple of sections. But you know, it just like there's just so much detail, and my lights are going to reflect off of it because it's translucent, but it's just so well done with just like a couple bits of like extra plastic with the fire here, not too much unlike the Human Torch figure from Diamond Select that I'd reviewed a little while back. So that's really cool. It works just as well here. You got all that like charred kind of ember looking pieces to the skin, just really well done for a figure that is pure fire. And I get everything to kind of come up here, and you can just see just detail just all over. Absolutely fantastic and well done, just blended really well. Face sculpt is great. The crown looks amazing. Just love that shade of dark red with the black over it. So yeah, just really cool looking figure. Plus, again, like 13 inches tall, so it's really, it is going to be imposing on your shelf, to say the least. Looking at accessories, Surtur doesn't come with a ton, but where he is a massive figure, you wouldn't really expect too much, just because, again, like keeping the price point down, stuff like that. So that being said, right out of the box, we get two gripping hands, so one left, one right. It's pretty much same sculpt, except our hinge is horizontal on the right and vertical on the left. So Surtur left-handed confirmed. That makes me super happy. Just not enough left-handed figures. And yeah, totally into that, obviously, as a lefty. Then moving on, more hands. We get a left fist. Trying to get that to focus. And I'll just drop it. I don't even know where it went, so I'm gonna let that go. And then a right grasping hand, which really cool look to this one. And you can even see the fingernails sculpted in there, just really cool. And vertical hinges on both of those. And then finally, we get his sword, which is huge and looks amazing. You can already see the light kind of shining through it from my light at the top of my dio here. And just really gorgeous sculpt work. Same translucent plastic, except more straight up the deeper red, not so much the oranges, and just looks absolutely gorgeous. So fantastic accessories. For articulation, they did so much right here with Surtur, and I think that's what makes my one sticking point that much worse. So let's get straight into this with the head. So we're on a ball joint, and just because of the sculpt, we're not really going to look up at all. Not that he's going to be looking up at any figures, but if someone's flying down at him, like you might want that. For down, we got some really good down, which again is good because he's going to tower over pretty much most of your figures, certainly all of your legends. We get some nice side to side because it's a true ball joint, not a ball hinge, so that's excellent. Come down the shoulders, and here it is. Here's what gets me. So if we zoom in here, we can kind of see that, and you see that little lip right there? That's all you're getting. Like, not even a thought about T-pose. Like, forget that. You're not even getting anything. And it's both sides. Just the way they sculpted his delts. Like, there's just so much going on here that you can't get that up. And that's sad, because that really limits it. So I seriously might Dremel that down. I don't know if anyone else has tried that yet, but might try my luck, because it is really getting to me, because everything else about this is so well done. Because moving on down the arm, we get our bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows, which get us to about there. Super tight joints, by the way, all over. So be very careful, possibly warm it up. I didn't have to, but definitely worth doing. So double jointed elbows with fantastic range. Then we get our hinge and swivel at the wrists. Like I said, the gripping hand, or the gripping hand for the left hand also has the vertical. Then we get a ball joint here on the diaphragm. So a little bit of, not too much side to side, but yeah, you work it, you can get that. And that's where your twist is gonna come in. Then you have your true ab crunch. So you get really deep forward, which is fantastic. And then really nice back. So really cool all around there. Then we come down to the hips. And we got really decent splits, certainly for a figure this size. Also, there are detents there, which is gonna kind of help as you pose it and as kind of age goes around, or just like as it ages. Same here with the thigh swivel, like a lot of detents to kind of keep it in place, which is excellent. It's actually a really light figure, despite all that, but just gravity and physics being what they are. Double jointed knees bring us up there. Again, fantastic range. Just so much of this figure goes so far. Then we actually get a little bit of a boot cut here, or ankle cut, I guess this would be called. And that's fantastic. Then we get absolutely beautiful point, unbelievable forward. And then we get rockers, which are also on detents. So trying to get it to go, there we go. So it'll actually click into place, which is gonna help stabilize when you get them into some more like lungy style positions. So that's articulation. Going into some size comparisons for Surtur, here he is with some random Marvel Legends, with some other Hasbro stuff, with some imports, with some other monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as an articulated icons ninja. So my final thoughts on Surtur here is that this is a great figure that is only held back from perfection really by those damn shoulders. Like I really don't get why they didn't make the sockets slightly bigger, or they didn't just not sculpt that much into the deltoids. So that is what it is. Again, I'm gonna try to rectify it. I'm gonna see if other people have. I'm sure someone has. But other than that, like, range on the articulation is absolutely fantastic, especially for a figure this size. The translucency and just the aesthetics of the figure are spot on. The accessories are perfect for what it is. It's a left-handed figure, which gives extra bonus points from me. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. Again, if the shoulders don't bother you, then absolutely pick this up. And right now, I know some Targets are getting them. I've never seen this on a shelf. Big Bad Toy Store has it, GameStop, Entertainment Earth, all the normal places. So I will leave links in the description below for where you can get yours. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this review both entertaining and informative. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and possibly sharing. And if you want to help the channel in other ways, I'll have links for ways to do that in the description below. So ultra thanks to you for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.